Hey you guys, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and I'm so excited that you did because I have learned something new recently, and that is all about pH. Now, everything I have learned, I won't speak for anyone else, although I have a feeling that a lot of you are going to agree with me. Everything that I have learned so far, for the most part, is that people are too acidic. Everyone's too acidic. It's way impossible to be too alkaline, and that, disease can't live in an alkaline body, blah, blah, blah. But what I am learning through my naturopathic doctor degree is that that's not true. And I have learned all about people that are too alkaline, and this is often people that you wouldn't think. So the instructor that is teaching me this has owned a clinic for 10 years, and she only focuses on pH. And she healed herself of fibromyalgia, and guess what? She was too alkaline. And so before this, if anyone told me they had fibromyalgia, I would immediately think they're too acidic. But that's not always the case. They might be too acidic, and that's why you have to check your certain pH, because it's a case-by-case basis. But they might also be too alkaline. So this is just so interesting, and you want to take the pH of your urine and your saliva. Now, we don't really have to worry about the pH of the blood, because the pH of the blood has to be alkaline between 7.35 and 7.45, or we die. That's why the body takes and steals calcium from the bones and everything to keep the blood alkaline, because calcium is an alkaline mineral. But anyway, I'm going to go through different patterns. There's 5 patterns, and this could be one of you. So pattern 1 is ideal. That means your pH of your saliva and your urine is 6.4. Really, the range is 6.2 to 6.6, but ideal is 6.4. And I just did my pH today of both of them, and they were right on the money. So I am very happy, but that doesn't mean that it couldn't change someday. That's why I think I'm going to check my pH of both like once a week. So they can change, obviously, with what you're eating, what you're thinking. If you're thinking acidic thoughts, it can turn you acidic, in my opinion. But that's pattern 1. That's an ideal. Your digestion is going to work properly. You're going to, since pH deals with the uptake of minerals, you're going to be absorbing things. So that's awesome. Pattern 2 is double alkaline, meaning your saliva and your urine is above 6.4. So this can cause, I have my little notebook down here if you see me looking down, but this can cause constipation and a very toxic colon. Expect parasites, microbial organisms such as yeast and bacteria. The bowel will be reabsorbing its waste, and there will be an overload of toxins in the system. Expect to find parasites living in the putrefaction of the body. So this is very interesting, because all I've ever learned is that you are only going to be sick if you're too acidic, but this is a too alkaline body, and you can have all these issues as well. So really, I've had a light bulb gone off lately, and studying this has really made me realize some things that maybe I was wrong about before. And I love learning that. I don't want to ever be someone that hears something and just shuts my eyes to it because it's not what I agree with at that moment. I want to always learn all sides of everything. So also with a too alkaline body, you can have digestion problems, like I said, PMS, heavy periods with cramping in the uterus, as the uterus is receiving toxins from other parts of the body. The skin can have complexion problems accompanied with body odor, and you can have bad breath. And then structurally, you can have back problems with a curvature to the spine to the left, and the body will tend to be overweight. So that's very interesting. That is all someone that is too alkaline. Pattern 3 is the low-high ratio. The urine is going to be below 6.4. The saliva is above 6.4. And the farther that the numbers are apart in general, the greater the person is going to have energy loss. So with this pattern, the person can have bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort. They can have skin rashes and dry skin. Structurally, the person can have a large gut, and like I said, very low energy. Pattern 4 is the high-low ratio, meaning the urine will be above 6.4 and the saliva will be below 6.4. So with this, the person can suffer from anemia and deficiency in iron, and particularly a deficiency in B12. So that's why sometimes people take B12 and they don't feel anything. Well, maybe it's because their pH was wrong. So with someone with this pattern, they can take B12 and feel so good. So really it all depends on your pH, because like I said, the vitamins and minerals that the body uptakes depends on the pH. Also with this pattern, it can lead to strokes, high blood pressure, and vascular problems. And in terms of digestion, if the acid number is very low, diarrhea can be expected. And the person can have muscle and leg cramps stemming from problems with calcium utilization. And structurally, the person can have muscular discomfort in the lower extremities, and they can have aching bones. Now, the last pattern is pattern 5, the low-low ratio, meaning they're both too acidic. This is the one we all really know, like, you know, you're obviously gonna have problems if you're too acidic, but I will talk about it anyway. The digestion can be inadequate. And we noticed a pattern here in all of these issues, except for the number one, the ideal one, the person can have digestion problems. But this one particularly, if someone's too acidic, they can have emotional problems. They can really suffer from stress and nervousness. If you ever see someone that's fidgety and just real nervous, they can be too acidic. They can also suffer from depression, anxiety, nervousness, and mood swings. And obviously, I mean, if you know anything about what I've said on my videos, they can have damage to the kidneys, bladder, and the heart. So, you know, being too acidic is not great, being too alkaline is not great, and having one off is not good. So taking your pH of both your urine and your saliva can really help you, in my opinion, and you can tailor the things that you need to do with your food. That doesn't mean that if you're too alkaline, you need to go drink a Coke, because we all know that that has a pH of like 2.4 or something. You still have to make healthy choices, but you can tailor things. And so in general, it's good to eat 80% alkaline foods and 20% acidic. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated with the more that I learn about pH and stuff like that, but I wanted to just tell you guys about it because I'm excited, and that's what I'm gonna do for my whole entire naturopathic degree journey. Whenever I learn things, I wanna share them with you guys. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Click like, of course, on this video. Subscribe if you wanna see more videos from me. Always check out my website because I have a lot of cool things on there, victoriarawvegan.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
You can't live at all unless you can live fully now.